Hello students, welcome to today's lecture of relation and function. I will discuss question number 2, 3, 4 and 5 of exercise 1.1. The second question is, show that the relation R in a set R of real numbers defined as R is equal to AB, A less than equal to B square is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. First of all, what is the meaning of real numbers? Now the number category is divided into two parts. This one is the major area. First one is real number and second one is complex number. Now what are complex numbers? First of all, complex numbers are inside square root if some negative value is there. Here x is positive. This one is known as complex number, or you can say imaginary number. We have already completed these numbers inside 10 plus 1, inside plus 1 mathematics. Now what about real numbers? If the number is not complex, means number of the category 1, 2, 3 up to so on, negative numbers, 0, fraction numbers, decimal values, inside square root, whatever the values, these all numbers are real numbers. If I am talking about this statement, R is equal to A comma B, A less than equal to B square. This one is one relation, and we have to show that this relation is neither reflexive nor symmetric and nor transitive. First of all, let us check with all the numbers. Okay. The statement is R is equal to AB, then A less than equal to B square. Now what about the first characteristic? First characteristic is reflexive. If I am talking about 1, 1, suppose these are the numbers, because in case of reflexive, we have to take both the numbers as same. It means 1 less than equal to 1 square. It means 1 less than equal to 1. The statement is true. Suppose I am talking 2 less than equal to 2 square. 2 less than equal to 4. Again the statement is true. Now, in first attempt, it looks that the relation is reflexive. Now, suppose I am taking the example of decimal value or the fractional value. Suppose the numbers are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Now, 1 by 2 less than equal to 1 by 2 square. It means 1 by 2 less than equal to 1 by 4, which is false, because 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 4. It means the condition is true, or you can say this relation is true only for integer values. Integer values. One more content is there. Suppose I am talking the negative value -2 and -2. What about this value? -2 less than equal to -2 square. -2 less than equal to 4. It's true. It means positive and negative values, integer values. The statement is true. But the statement is false for the fractional values. This one is the fractional value. It means in overall scenario, the relation is not reflexive. Now, what about the second condition? Second condition is symmetric. Suppose I am talking about three values or two values. Let A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 3. Suppose these are the two values. If I am talking about 1 less than equal to 9, what about the second value? 3 less than equal to 1. Look at the difference. 1, this one is 1 less than equal to 3 square. And what next? And second value is basically 3. This one is the combination of 1 and 3. 1 less than equal to 3 square and 3 less than equal to 1 square. What about this one? 1 3 belongs to R, but what about 3 1? 3 1 doesn't belong to R. It means not symmetric. What about the third condition? Third one is transitive. Now, what about this condition? I have to take three numbers. Let first number is equal to 1, second number is equal to 3, and third number is equal to 5. Okay. What about the first condition? Combination of A and B, 1 less than equal to 9. This one is okay. Second is 3 less than equal to 25. Means combination of B and C. Now, what about the resultant? 1 less than equal to 25. This one is true. Now, again the condition is false if I have taken three fractional values. Suppose I am taking 1, then 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. What about this condition? 1 less than equal to 1 over 4 and 1 over 4 less than equal to 1 upon 9. What about this condition? 1 less than equal to 1 upon 9. These are the false conditions. It means the relation is not transitive. Okay. You can take one more condition. Suppose this condition is false and this condition is false. Suppose I have taken these two conditions as true. Okay. Let us take one more example of transitive. Let the numbers are 3, 2, then second pair is 2 and 1.5. Suppose this one is the condition. First condition is 3 less than equal to 4. Second is 4 less than equal to 2.25. Sorry, 2 less than equal to 2.25. Now both the conditions are true. But what about the combination? 3 less than equal to 2.25. This one is false. Basically, this statement is neither reflexive nor symmetric and nor transitive. Okay. What about the next question? This one is the third question. Check whether the relation R defined in the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this one is the set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the elements. You have to consider these elements for relation, and the relation is A comma B, then B is equal to A plus 1. We have to check for reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now, what are the various pairs depending upon these values? Now, the answer is 1, 2 and second is 2, 3. Third one is, if I insert 3, answer is equal to 4. Then 4, 5. Then 5 and 6. If I insert 6, answer is equal to 7. But this pair will not be there. Up to this point, it's okay. 5, 6. Actually, 7 is not there inside this group. That's why we can't consider 6, 7. Only these values are there. Now, what about the first condition? First condition is reflexive. What about 1, 1? 1, 1 doesn't belong to R. What about 2, 2? This content doesn't belong to R. Similarly, all the values are not there inside the relation. Hence, the relation is not reflexive. What about the second condition? Second is symmetric. 1, 2 belongs to R. What about 2, 1? 2, 1 doesn't belong to R. Similarly, 2, 3 is there. 2, 3 belongs to R. What about 3, 2? 3, 2 doesn't belong to R. It means the relation is not symmetric. Second condition also doesn't satisfy. Number 3. What about the transitive nature? Check the condition, third condition. 1, 2 is there. 1, 2 belongs to R. What about 2, 3? 2, 3 also belongs to R. Now, 1, 2 is there and 2, 3 is there. What about this 1 and 3? Whether 1, 3 is there inside the relation or not, this one is absent. It means it's not transitive. Okay. It means if I am talking about R, AB such that B is equal to A plus 1, this one is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. This one is our third question. Okay. What about the next question? Show that the relation R in R defined as R is equal to AB such that A less than equal to B. We have to show this relation as reflexive and transitive. These two conditions should be there. And what about third one? This relation is not symmetric. We have to prove this one. Okay. Suppose I am talking about same values. First one, for reflexive. If I am writing A less than equal to A is equal to A is true. Therefore, R is reflexive. What about the second condition? Second one is symmetric. If I am talking about A less than equal to B, then I am writing B less than equal to A. Now this one is possible only when A is equal to B. It's possible only when both the values are equal. But this condition lie inside reflexive. Okay. If the numbers are different, then what will happen? Suppose I am talking about 1 less than equal to 3, then how can I write 3 less than equal to 1? This one is true. Suppose this one is true. And what about the second condition? This one is false. Therefore, R is symmetric. R is not symmetric. Okay. What about the third condition? Suppose I am writing 1 less than equal to 3 and 3 less than equal to 4. Now, 1 3, this one is true. 1 3 belongs to R. And second is 3 4, it also belongs to R because this one is true. What about the next condition? If I am talking about these points, this point and this point, 1 4. 1 4 also belongs to R because 1 is less than equal to 4. Now what about these conditions? First condition, second condition and third condition. Clearly, a relation is reflexive and it's not symmetric, and third one transitive, this one is also okay. Now what about question number 5? Check whether the relation R in R defined by R is equal to AB such that A less than equal to B cube. This one is the statement, and elements are real numbers. Is reflexive symmetric or transitive? We have to check whether these values are reflexive, symmetric or transitive. Okay. What about first one? Condition is we have to check whether this relation is reflexive or not. Okay. If I am talking about the same values, if I am writing 1 1 for reflexive, 1 less than equal to 1 cube, or I can write 1 less than equal to 1. This one is true. If I am writing 2 comma 2, 2 less than equal to 2 cube, what next? 2 less than equal to 8, and this one is again true. Now the condition is true for integer values which are positive. What about the negative values? If I am writing minus 2 comma minus 2, this one is minus 2 less than equal to minus 2 cube. What is the answer here? Minus 2 less than equal to 8. This one is again true. It means for negative values it's also true. Now what about the fractional values? If I am writing 1 by 2 and 1 by 2, what will be the answer now? 1 by 2 less than equal to 1 by 2 cube. The answer is 1 by 2 less than equal to 1 by 8. This one is false. It means on the whole, what we can write? We can write that these values on the whole, we can say that the relation R is not reflexive, because the condition should be true for all set of values. For this set of value 1 by 2, 1 by 2, the condition is not true. It means the relation, this relation is not reflexive. Now what about the second condition? Again I am writing this statement, R is equal to A comma B such that A less than equal to B cube, and elements are real. This one is the condition. Now what about the second condition? Second one is symmetric. We have to check whether the condition holds good for the second condition of a relation, that is symmetric. If I am writing 2 and 3, the condition is 2 less than equal to 3 cube. It means 2 less than equal to 27, which is true. It means 2, 3 belongs to R. Now what about 3, 2? If I am writing 3 less than equal to 2 cube, what about this one? You can write 3 less than equal to 8. This one is again true. Now this one is again belongs to R. Let us take another example. Suppose I am writing 1, 3 belongs to R, because 1 less than equal to 3 cube, that is 1 less than equal to 27. Okay. What about the second pair? 3, 1, whether it belongs to R or not? 3 less than equal to 1 cube. It means 3 less than equal to 1, which is false. It means 3 comma 1 doesn't belong to R. Now the relation should be true for all pair of values, but this pair of value for 1 3 there is absence of 3 1. It means the relation is not symmetric. This one is the second condition. Now what about the third condition? Third is transitive. If I am taking the values as fractional values, suppose I am considering the first pair as 3 and 3 over 2. Second pair is 3 over 2 and 6 over 5. Suppose these are the values, because I can take all the values as fractional also. Now what about this condition? 3 less than equal to 9 over 4. It's cube. It means what we have to write 3 over 2 whole cube. It means the answer is 27 divided by 8. This one is true. Now what about the second value? 3 over 2 less than equal to 6 over 5 whole cube. Now this one is 6 into 6 36 into 6 216 divided by 125. This one is again true. Now what about the next content, that is the last value? This value 3 and 6 over 5. If I am considering this value 3 less than equal to 216 divided by 125. 125 into 3, it's a 375 less than equal to 216, but this one is false. It means again this set of values is not transitive. Similarly, you can take another examples. There are too many examples in which this set is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. Hope you understand the content of first 5 questions. In first video, I explained the first question, and in the second video, I explained the question number 2nd to 5th. I will explain the next questions from 6th onward in the next video. Thanks for watching.